Alright guys, so I'm back with the Commando spawn custom figure. Today we are going to work on the scarf slash cape. We are going to use this red bandana material. And I know a lot of people, they don't like soft goods on action figures, but there's not really too many other ways that I know of to get it done. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a couple of tests on a few things. I have some model glue here, cement for plastic models, and then I have some fabric glue. And what I'm going to do is basically infuse the glue into the fabric, and that will kind of make it much stiffer, so we can maybe hopefully mold it. I don't know how well it's going to work, I've never done it before, but today we are going to see. Alright, so let's get started. First thing first, let's cut this into a shape that we can work with. I chose the scarf material because it's light, and it has like already has like a rough texture to it, and I think the glue will give it more of like a plastic texture. It probably needs to be much thinner. It's much too wide, but I want that wrinkle effect around his head. So we're gonna pull these down to the side. Hopefully I don't take him apart again. I want to do that right now. So there. And so what I've decided to do was kind of wrap his upper chest and head in aluminum foil. In that way, when I put the glue on, hopefully it will keep its shape, the fabric, and then we'll pull it off and let it dry so it don't mess the figure up. So yeah, let's go ahead and get a piece of aluminum foil. I may kind of build up the neck area, like I may like just make it like one continuous piece. That way we can still kind of move his head maybe, and we don't want to get it like a lock, like a mechanical lock on his head or under his jaw here. And around. And I don't know if this will work or not. I just, like I said, I don't want a mechanical lock, and two, I'm hoping this will protect the figure from damage. So there is him all wrapped up. Okay, so that's what I got so far, and let's put the glue on and then just leave it sit and come back to it and see if it's hardened up, and then we'll slide it off. We'll pull everything off the top, and then we'll work on the back part here. Once it hardens up, we can maybe cut and shape where we need to get it to look right around his nose and eyes. So hopefully this works, and we'll find out. I might need an old paintbrush to use. So I have the paintbrush here, and we'll just start putting this glue on, and hopefully this works. Alright. Should be plenty, and I need one of the mats, but it's alright. So what we're going to do is just really work it into the fabric here. Again, this is all just a test. I've never done this before. And this may not work at all, so and then I'm not going to do the knot back here in the back because I may need it to be a little bit tighter once we actually take the aluminum foil off. But I really want to get it down into the fabric and get it really saturated. So just push it down in there. And hopefully this comes out to a really like cool plasticky feel, whatever word you want to use for it. I'll just wet it out. And that should be it for now. And what we can do, like out of the bottom here, because I know there's probably going to be a gap, we can take some more fabric and maybe lay it on the inside and let it kind of hang out a little bit. And we'll see how that looks. If not, we'll start it all over and do something different. So Spawn can stand there under the light and dry. Alright, and then we'll come back and see what it looks like. Alright guys, so let's see what we got. It dried and it's pretty stiff. That kind of does feel like plastic. Huh. Alright, let's pull it off here and see what it looks like. I mean, I think this may work for us. Let's see. Yeah, I think that works. I would have liked it to be kind of more down on his chest, but I mean that's a win. I think that works. So what we're going to do now is rough the fabric up a little bit. I really need one of those crafting mats. I'll get one here soon. So the way that I figured would then we'll go through and clean up all these loose ends here. But what I want to do is and hopefully, and then whenever I don't know, hopefully this works good enough to Let me just wet this out. Like so. And hopefully this works out the way that I'm hoping. So that's it. We'll let this dry, and then I'll come back and see what it looks like. Alright, so it's dry, and let's see what we have created here. Alright, so there it is. It honestly has like a rubber texture to it. Like, it moves and kind of behaves kind of like rubber. So yeah, so that's it there. We got some cleaning. We got to clean these edges up here. But yeah, that's it. We could probably you know, do some stuff with it once we get it on him, and maybe put a little bit of glue on there and kind of get it to move, you know, how we want it. But yeah, this is pretty, looking pretty promising. So yeah, there we go. We can just pull the, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's some clear glue on there. Just pull. Yeah, so that works. So I waited. It's still slightly tacky, so maybe that's why it's pulling off pretty easy. So yeah. And you can't mess this up, of course, because, well, that's the point, is to have it messed up. You wear it like a bandana? Yeah. Well, there it is so far. And I think it came out pretty good. I'll probably give it like a black wash and dirty it up a little bit, but for the most part, I think that looks like Commando Spawn. I really want to do the bottom half and take that from the Grim Knight, and we'll see what that looks like. But yeah, this came out. It's got like a rubber like feel to it. It's no longer like, it no longer feels like cloth. So that worked out very well. And I might go in and, you know, do some different things with it, but as of right now, I think that looks really good. Alright, so I have Batman soaking here in his hot tub. spawning. Keep this cape up out of the water. There we go. There's the legs we want. All right, so there we go. I think it looks great. Very simple Commando spawn. This needs a black wash. I'll do the details in part 3, and part 3 should be the last video for this. We're going to do something about the knee pads here, because it's got the bat emblem, and we want the spawn emblem, and we want a skull here, and I may put one here as well, but we'll see. And then I'll do a little bit of a, like I said, a little bit of a paint on here to get the match closer to his gauntlets, and we'll do the details in the last video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I think it come out great. Alright guys, so now we are here ready to snatch some more parts from Wonder Woman, and we are going to see what we need from her. I made a list, but now I don't remember. Let's go ahead and take her out of the box and get a good look at her. And the reason why I've decided to leave them in the box when I'm pulling parts is so you guys can determine which figures I'm pulling parts from. So if you want to build this same custom, then you guys can do so without having to guess and source parts from these figures. I just thought it would be a little bit easier on you guys. We're gonna go ahead and stick her in the hot water. So here she goes. So what we're grabbing out of here is the upper left arm, I'm sorry, yeah, the upper left arm, the lower left leg and foot, and I believe I'll be using this abdomen area. So we're going to take this as well, the pelvis, I'm sorry, the underwear and the pelvis area here. Yeah, we needed a kneecap. Yeah, which one is which though? I think they're both the same. Yeah. So kneecap there. So the right. So we pulled all this is all to the right here, and then so yeah, that's it.